Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your March 2022 general readings. We're looking at the first 2 weeks of March from the 1st through the 15th, and this reading is for the air sign of Libra. Welcome everyone. I hope you're all doing well. As always, thank you for taking the time to be here to watch these videos. Your like, share, subscribe, support, feedback, those of you who reach out for personal readings, always a note of gratitude to you before we begin. Okay, Libra, this reading is for you for the first 2 weeks of March 2022. That's if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Libra. It's relevant if you're cross-watching for a Libran. It's a general reading, of course, so it's going to resonate a little differently for everyone. Watch all of your signs for any additional insight they may provide into what's going on in your life. And if you find that something does resonate with you and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, take a deeper look at something for yourself or as a gift for someone else, you can email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to hear from you. I can usually respond within the same day with more information. I do offer a wide variety of readings in all areas of life. And you can also get that contact detail by clicking the description link, that little arrow. Okay, Libra, let's move right into your reading for the first half of March. I am using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with the Legacy of the Divine. Okay, Libra. We begin at the end. We begin with the World. Major Arcana card, the last Major Arcana card in the Tarot. This is where the Fool's journey ends. Not the whole thing, an aspect or a chapter or a set of chapters. You know, we start the Tarot with the Fool, who has the 0 on his card, and all the cards after the Tarot are about the Fool's journey through a specific portion of his life or some important aspect of his life or time frame of his life. It's about learning, growing, changing, evolving, falling down, getting up, all of that. And then we get to the last card, which is the World, which is endings. This is a card of graduation, leveling up. And so now you begin a new journey again, a different landscape, different opportunities, possibilities, options. So a major ending so you can transition into a new aspect of life, of awareness. With the Devil, perhaps toxic, negative, challenging cycles, addiction, obsession, something which in and of itself may not be unhealthy, but the level of obsession, addiction, or attachment to it has grown to be unhealthy for you and perhaps people around you in the situation too. So you're breaking free. I keep getting this phrase in my head, you know, the scales lifted from the eyes. Perhaps some of you are coming to a major realization about something, maybe having a major epiphany about something. I mean, this is a general reading, so the intensity and importance of this can vary. For some of you, it might be a great, big, huge, important thing. It might involve a physical move. For others of you, this might be a more internal, but no less profound realization of something, and that realization causes you to be able to break the chains of something that, while in and of itself might not have been unhealthy, your level of attachment or addiction or obsession to it was unhealthy. So you're moving on up, you're graduating, you're moving on. Beautiful, powerful too. Starting with 2 Major Arcana cards. So next we have Death, major endings, major transformations, because birth follows death, beginnings follow endings. Wow. The Moon. Even if you're afraid, even if you can't quite see the path ahead of you. You know, the Moon can sometimes be a tricky, challenging card because it can represent feeling like you don't know what's in front of you, having those deep-seated fears kind of stirring around. Even though you may feel compelled towards something, you're also afraid of it, right? Starting off on a new path. This is a huge, major transitional time for many of you, it looks like, and you may not be certain of what lies in front of you, but you feel moving forward is the right thing nonetheless. And for some of you, this could quite literally and simplistically mean the ending of feeling stuck and confused and not being able to see the right thing the right way. This could literally be, well, I think it is for many of you in different ways, the end of that. But some of you, you're like, okay, I'm done with this. This thing is done. I am over this. You may not be entirely certain of what lies in front of you, but you know that what lies behind you is behind you for good. Next, we have the Eight of Wands. I'm loving this reading. Fast movement forward. This is the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Fire, which is the element which governs the suit of wands. And so it's very action-oriented and forward-moving. It's full of creativity, inspiration, passion, enthusiasm, excitement, desire. Could represent powerful communications. It could represent actual moving and traveling. It's definitely about movement forward and everything associated with movement forward, which we really like to see after the world and death. It's like I'm charging forward. The Eight of Wands comes with the Emperor, who embodies all of the character traits of the kings and the queens in the tarot. He rules the empire, which is comprised of the kingdoms, which are ruled by the kings and queens. So this is somebody who is responsible, committed, a good leader, a good delegator, somebody who is in charge. This is literally taking control back from something or an area of life that you didn't have control over and taking charge in a big way. The Emperor is about responsibility, discipline, routine, structure, making sure that everything, the Emperor lives in a world where all the planes, trains, and buses need to run on time or the infrastructure breaks down. He makes the decision that is best for the greater good of everything, regardless of how he feels about it, right? This is literally taking charge and moving forward in a massive way. A very powerful reading. There's 6 cards out. 5 of them are major arcana cards. So whatever area of life this is relevant to you in, Libra, it's major. It's like a turning point in your life. And it's not clear to me because of all these major arcana cards what the actual subject matter is, although it probably relates to whatever it is that there's been this obsession and addiction to, and we'll clarify that. But you're breaking free, breaking the chains, moving forward. You're remembering who you are. All right, from the bottom of the deck, the overall energy and focus is the Ace of Swords. Victory. Victory from seeing the light. Truth. Illumination. The light bulb going off over your head. Epiphany. In that energetic space of seeing things as they really are, especially if they're not what we want them to be, we have the option and opportunity in that space to go, okay, I don't like this, but this is how it is. So I have the option of making choices and changes to create a better and healthier reality for myself. And that's the success in the Ace of Swords. This is an incredibly powerful reading, very powerful and very profound for many of you. Let's clarify a little bit. Let's clarify that Ace of Swords for overall energy, victory, truth, enlightenment. This is like a huge leveling up download for you. Graduation. Ace of Swords. Truth. Victory. The Six of Wands. Victory. Triumph. Success after a challenge, after a struggle. Public recognition. Perhaps winning an award, getting a promotion. Being seen. Victorious. King of Swords. There you are, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Wow. This is like the best reading I've done so far for the first half of March. Not that the other readings were bad, but this one is wow. All right, let's clarify. Let's clarify the world. The Ace of Swords again. Victory and moving on. You've completed. You've completed something pretty significant, pretty important. Let's clarify the Devil. Let's see what this is all about for many of you. Horse this morning. The Devil. What's that about? The Ten of Coins, wealth, money, job, long-term security and stability, accumulation of things that make you feel safe, solid, stable, secure. The Three of Coins, teamwork, collaboration, but it's also about compromise and negotiation in order to get something done or acquire something. I mean, the Three of Coins is often a positive card because it represents people coming together to be united or to try to get on the same page to accomplish something, to do something. Whether it's building an actual thing, a project, a job, a cause. But getting everybody on the same page means compromise and negotiation. The subject matter is probably in the earth energy area of life for many of you, because earth is the element which governs the suit of pentacles and coins. So that's money, finance, property, real estate, assets, job, career, all of that kind of stuff, or long-term relationships. So this is about, but this is all clarifying something which is unhealthy and which you're breaking free from. So because this is a general reading, it can play out a few different ways. This could be the obsession with building up or accumulation of wealth. Could be that you're moving on from that. It could be you're moving on from that because you've accomplished enough and you're being promoted or you're elevating because of that. It could be that internally, mentally, psychologically, you're freeing yourself from an obsessive enslavement to the building up or accumulation of things. Some of you, this could be, being able to leave a toxic work environment, a toxic, whatever it is specifically for you. This is about freeing yourself from the chains of unhealthy compromise, right? Because on their own, this would be a positive combination of cards. This would be, compromise, negotiation, collaboration to build something long-term, to build something stable, secure, that's going to last for a long time, or the accumulation of wealth and stability and the security that it brings. But it's clarifying the double. So this has been an unhealthy level of compromise. Compromising yourself for what? To gain whatever it is that this Ten of Coins represents for you. Financial, material, accumulation. What do you have to compromise in order to do that? Whether it's in job, work, relationships, all of that. Unhealthy level, but this is going away. You're breaking free from that. However it resonates for you specifically, it's about breaking free from that because you've seen something. Something has been revealed to you. Let's clarify death. Very powerful reading. The Ace of Coins, a practical new beginning. Moving, relocating, a new job, a new project. Money. The World again, graduation, leveling up. Wow. You are moving up in a big way. Again, for some of you, that's also going to include external physical ways like moving, relocating, new job, new role, new position, something of that sort. Having finally reached the pinnacle, it might be your mental, psychological, emotional obsession with what you feel you need to compromise within yourself in order to get security, right? But you're moving on. Clarify the Moon. The Star, renewed, restored hope, faith, and optimism, which comes from faith. The Moon and the Star both are cards that operate on faith. Faith is a trust in something we can't yet see. It may be that this is happening, there's something positive happening for you here, and it's giving you faith to move forward. It may be that faith itself is the thing that's helping you move forward. It's like, okay, I'm done with this. I'm breaking the chains of this. I'm not entirely sure of what's in front of me, but I know this is not good for me, and so I'm moving forward, and I'm trusting that it's the right path. Clarify the Eight of Wands. Movement forward. Fast movement forward. Powerful movement forward. The Moon. You know it's the right direction. Even if you don't know why, even if you can't see more than a step or two in front of you. The High Priestess, following your connection to the divine, intuition, gut instinct. You know you're moving in the right direction, and you know that movement forward is the right thing to do. You know it. You know it, you know it, you know it. Deep down, you know it. Feels like some of you, if this is a difficult situation, you're breaking free, have like seen the light. Clarify, or you reached a breaking point on something. And that breaking point, even though difficult, and what led up to it may have been very difficult, that breaking point is your salvation, really, in moving forward. Clarify the Emperor. Wow. The Eight of Coins, work, nose to the grindstone, detail-oriented, putting the work in. The Hermit, wisdom gained from your experience. Even if it means it's a rather solitary path, although I don't know if I necessarily feel like you're walking forward alone. Some of you might be better for you too, especially if the situation included toxic people. For others of you, this is literally about taking this Eight of Wands and the Emperor and the clarifying cards. This is all about taking charge of your life. This is all about putting the work in. This is all about using the wisdom of your experience and everything that you've seen and done and the path that you've walked through in order to move forward. Even if you're not entirely sure what direction you're headed in, even if you're not entirely sure what lies ahead, you're taking charge anyway, and you're like striding forward and moving into this. You're owning it, basically. What an absolutely beautiful, powerful reading. All right, well, let's end with some advice, guidance, final messages from Spirit. Queen of Swords, there you are. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. The Two of Swords. That can sometimes represent stuck in a refusal, reluctance, resistance to making change, to seeing the truth as it is. But this is an advice card, literally as if Spirit's telling you to do this, and I'll go into it in a minute. The Seven of Wands, defensive energy, protecting, not compromising in negotiation. Remember, any more unhealthy compromise. This is standing up for what you believe in, yourself, what you've built, in terms of advice, the Two of Swords and the Seven of Wands is don't you back down. Don't you compromise or negotiate any more of who you are and what you feel is right and true for yourself. Stand firm. The Sun and the Ace of Wands, because that's how you get to your new beginning. Light, love, warmth, laughter, illumination, a new beginning, something that you feel really excited about. Absolutely gorgeous reading, Libra, and I'm going to leave it there. Those are your messages for the first 2 weeks of March 2022. I hope you enjoyed them. I hope you found them useful, gave you some food for thought, maybe helped bolster your confidence in something. Again, if this resonates with you enough that you'd like to take a deeper look at something, reach out for a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for someone else, feel free to email me directly at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. I'd be happy to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the March mid-month readings. Stay safe and well. Hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.